extraordinary carvings in the ancient transformer temple. What is this? It looks like
Transformer
a
temple.
circle
This is transformer temple.
with some weird details, but when we take a closer look, we see something fascinating. There are 6 guys who are tangled up to form a wheel-like alignment. Look at how each guy has put his legs on top of the guy below him. But look carefully,
Yes,
each
hanging.
guy has one arm hanging outside the circle, but inside the circle, see how each one is holding the next guy's hand. Who are they and why are they doing this? If you observe carefully, you may be able to understand how they represent our 6 senses. Look at this one, a very interesting carving.
हरे कृष्णा। अरे ये आपकी उंगली ये स्किप बटन पे क्या कर रही है? अरे इसको हटा लो। अरे 2 मीठी बातें बोलनी है अभी तो आपसे। सबसे पहले तो धन्यवाद, आप लोगों ने इतना सहयोग दिया है हमारे रुक्मिणी द्वारकाधीश इस्कॉन द्वारका मंदिर के लिए। धन्यवाद। अब हम मंदिर के फाइनल फेज में पहुंच गए हैं, यानी कि स्ट्रक्चर पूरा हो गया है, लेकिन अब अगले 1 साल में हमको फिनिशिंग करनी है और फिनिशिंग में हमें ज्यादा लक्ष्मी की आवश्यकता पड़ती है। तो इसीलिए भगवान ने बहुत कुछ दिया है आपको, आगे भी वही चलाएगा। भगवान का मंदिर आप नहीं बनाएंगे तो भला कौन बनाएगा? तो इसीलिए इसी प्रकार से सहयोग देते रहिए प्लीज। और अब हमें ज्यादा लक्ष्मी की आवश्यकता है, बिकॉज नाउ वी आर इन द फाइनल फेज ऑफ दिस टेम्पल ऑफ श्री श्री रुक्मिणी द्वारकाधीश। सो प्लीज क्लिक करिए, डोनेट करिए, सुदामा सेवक बनिए, यानी कुछ ना कुछ थोड़ा बहुत अमाउंट आप देना शुरू करें जैसे आप देते आए हैं। और लोगों को भी इंस्पायर करिए ताकि हम भगवान श्री कृष्ण का ये सुंदर मंदिर।
A pretty woman is putting a red dot on her forehead while looking at the mirror. Now, if you watch my videos regularly, you will say, what's really interesting about this? You have shown this type of carving a dozen times before, right? No, this one is different. What she's holding is not only a mirror, but it's also a lid for the pot nearby. That's why the sculptor has carved the pot nearby. And look at the mirror. See how it is shaped with those 2 grooves to fit on top of the pot. This is really fascinating because today we can buy water bottles like this. It's a bottle, but the lid has something fancy like a mirror, like a tiny little game on top of it or something like that. But ancient Indians were doing the same thing many centuries ago. They had used 2-in-1 water bottles with a mirror on the lid. Here, on these pillars, you can see these warriors. At the top, you can see these horsemen. And at the bottom, you can see these foot soldiers and helpers. This guy on the horse is a brave warrior. Probably nobody can defeat him in the battlefield. But you know how he's going to die? Look at this guy. What is he doing at the bottom? Yes, he's going to prick him with a small needle-like weapon. Why? What can this teeny tiny prick with a needle do to this horseman, right? That needle is smeared with a deadly poison that will kill the warrior in a few minutes. That's right, the greatest of the warriors are not defeated in direct combat. They're destroyed by treachery, right? Look at how the guy is keeping an eye on the other helper, making sure he does not see what's going on. In the other hand, he has another needle or pointy thing smeared with poison. He's going to go to another warrior and continue killing them all silently. In another temple, I've shown you how one man is shown stabbing another man from the back, and that guy himself is being stabbed in the back by another man. So there are many levels of betrayals and double crossings going on since time immemorial. Here, You can see a brave warrior pulling out his sword from the case or sheath. He would go toe to toe with his enemies. But what if his enemies are not humans? What if he had to fight animals in the battlefield? No, I don't mean the horses or elephants. What if he had to fight animals like lions and tigers? And you may think, Praveen, this is weird, right? It's a battlefield, it's not a jungle. Why would you find lions and tigers here?
जी हाँ, आपके लिए लेकर आया हूँ पूरा एवेंजर्स और साथ में लेकर आया हूँ ये थानोस चाचू को। ये रहा साइड में रखेंगे। अरे एवेंजर साथियों थोड़ा साइड में हो जाओ सब करेंगे हमारा और ये रहा हमारा बोलेंगे ऐसे और ये रहा हमारा साथ कुछ नहीं आता हमारा हल्क चाचू और इसमें एक बटन है हाथ जो है सिर्फ रोटेट कर सकता है बाकी एंगल को रोटेट नहीं कर सकते साइड में रखेंगे और उसके बाद खोलेंगे हमारा बाबा को साइड में रखेंगे एक्स है और ये रहा और बाबा जी बाहर निकलो क्या लग रहा है भाई इसका भी सेम टू सेम है एक ही तरफ मुड़ सकता है अब ये रहा इसके बाद हम खोलेंगे और ये है आयरन मैन हल्क बस्टर अरे ये तो बढ़िया लग रहा है खास नहीं लग रहा मुझे फिर भी लगता है अरे सबसे बड़ा यही है कि बात हम बोलेंगे कप्तान अमेरिका को
कैप्टन अमेरिका
अरे वाह हमारा कप्तान अमेरिका के साथ इसका जो क्या बोले सीन दिया हुआ है अबे लटकाएगा क्या हाँ इसका पाँव जो है दूसरे एंगल पे हम मोड़ सकते हैं बढ़िया है इसको भी यहाँ पे अरे वाह पाँव पे खड़ा हो गया तो सबसे पहले के बाद बोलेंगे हमारा सुसुपाइडर मैन को मकड़ी मैन और ये रहा हमारा मकड़ी मैन अरे वाह मकड़ी मैन के साथ तो कुछ और आया हुआ है इसमें इसका क्या बोलते हैं पता नहीं जो भी है इसका तो मोड़ सकता है बढ़िया सुपर इसका भी ऐसे कर सकते हैं लगा दिया साइड में रखेंगे सबसे सुंदर कैप्टन मार्वल ऐसे ये रहा कैप्टन मार्वल इसका भी वही हालत है
कैप्टन मार्वल और आज निकला माइक
कर सकता है बस
यूनिटी लासन
दूसरी तरफ ये मोड़ नहीं सकते और ये रहा हमारा ब्लैक पैंथर
रोल को लगी तो मोगी
उसके बाद हम खोलने वाले हैं हमारा थानोस बाबा को थानोस बाबा थानोस बाबा सबसे बड़ा थानोस बाबा लगता है थोड़ा छोटू हो गया हमारा हल्क बाबा का कंपैरिजन है थोड़ा सा छोटू हो गया एक तरफ हमारा एवेंजर और एक तरफ थानोस नहीं मत करना नहीं थानोस उसको
No, in ancient times, people used wild animals in battles. Around the world, people used leopards, lions, and other big cats. In Cambodia, remember I showed you how rhinos were used in battlefields. We can see these evidences in carvings of Angkor Wat Temple.
carving of
And we can see lions,
target
tigers, and
into
leopards used in
what I
battlefields.
wrote it.
So, when the
That is
enemy unleashes these crazy wild animals, how would
crazy
you
and they
fight
will
against
take
them?
you so.
Ancient Indians normally used swords to
Then I
fight
will just
against other
saw
humans.
the use
But to
quicksilver.
fight these wild animals, you need a very different
Kita
weapon.
ini
You need a katar. Now, what's a katar, right? It's a push dagger that has a very different handle from regular swords and knives. A person typically holds a sword using his palm sideways, while the katar has a H shaped grip, and this makes the katar like an extension to your hand. Imagine the advantage of the Wolverine, right? Suddenly he gets an extra few inches of claws added to his hands. And that's exactly what happens when you use a katar. You get a blade attached to your hand. When you fought an animal in ancient India, the gladiator or the warrior was armed with two katars, one in each hand. The biggest advantage of a wild animal like a lion or tiger is that it would have massive claws and can reach into you, while human hands would be small with tiny nails. But when you have two katars hooked to your hands, you have increased your arm reach by at least 1 foot, and the end is not your soft fingertips, they are pointy blades that could stab the animal. Here, you can see a warrior put one katar in the lion's mouth, while the other katar is going into its underbelly. Now, it's extremely hard to kill a big cat by just stabbing and slashing it. So, there is a specific variant of katars which helped the warriors. This is called a scissor katar. It looks like a regular push dagger, but once you stab the animal, you can push a lever and the dagger would open up and expose another blade inside. What's the advantage of this? Ancient Indians smeared deadly poison on the inner blade, which would immediately get into the animal's bloodstream and would kill the animal quickly. If you go to antique shops in India, you can also find these hooded katars. This part is the hood, which has a covering to protect your hands. So, in effect, if you used two hooded katars, there's no way the animal could hurt your hands, while you had all the advantages of stabbing its limbs. But there's one important part that is extremely vulnerable: the human head. Today, people would probably use helmets or something, but what did an ancient man do when a lion was going for his head? That's exactly what we're going to see here. This lion is just about to bite this man's head off. What's going to happen next? He's going to die, right? No, look carefully at his face. Is he smiling? Why is he smirking when a lion is about to crush his skull in one bite?
Game begins.
Guys, I'm ready.
Guys, round starting in 5. Lock and load.
छोड़ देंगे.
Guys, go to B. Goku, तू पीछे देख.
Affirmative. Almost in, guys. Almost in.
Guys, flash, guys, flash.
अबे गोकू क्या कर रहा है तेरे पीछे?
Get him, guys.
गोकू तेरे पीछे.
Guys, I'm dead.
Guys, I'm dead. गोकू तेरे पीछे. Still loading.
Do you have India's slowest laptop? Share your most creative and wackiest responses, and you could win the fastest. Head over to Reliance Digital for the Boot Up India sale. Get an exchange offer on your old laptop and benefits of up to Rs 20,000 on your new one.
आप ऑनलाइन लाखों या करोड़ों रुपए कैसे कमा सकते हैं? मैंने ये सवाल आपसे पूछा, मे बी आपके दिमाग में इसका आंसर आ रहा हो कि
Maybe the sculptor made a mistake here, right?
Mistake.
Let's look at another carving. A different carving, but the exact same scenario. The animal is about to bite this guy's head, but again, look at his facial expression. He's smiling confidently as though he's winning the fight. Why? Think logically about why he's smiling without going into strange theories like ancient people believed that they would go to heaven if they died in a battlefield, etc. We can find the real answer in the same temple. Look at this carving. This man is fighting with a lion. He's using katars to stab the lion. But the lion has a distinct advantage. It has teeth that can bite into the man's head and kill him instantly. But what does this man do? He puts his hair into the lion's mouth, and the lion is chewing on his hair. The lion cannot get to his skull because he has about 12 inches of strong bundled hair in the form of a top knot, and when his hair hits the lion's throat, it is just going to chew on his hair. And ancient warriors must have practiced this move during their training because you need to have the presence of mind to do this clever move when an animal is attacking you. Now look at that smirk on his face. He's smiling because his hair is saving his life and he's going to win this fight. You guys always comment about why I have spiked hair and now a beard, and I think you got the answer now. If I get attacked by a tiger tomorrow, my hair would save my life, I think. But ancient Indians may have also used a stripe, I think. But my hair would save my life, I think. But ancient Indians may have also used a strange device to repel wild animals from attacking them. In olden times, how did ancient people go through forests without being attacked by animals? It is commonly believed that ancient Indians used mantras to drive animals away. But were they just chanting mantras, or were they using a device to make these sounds? Why am I talking about this, right? Look at this strange dumbbell-shaped device in this guy's hand. What is that? Initially, I thought that this was just a pot of water, but there are other ancient carvings in the same temple which clearly show pots. I've shown you this water pot in other temple carvings as well. These are pots with a wide bottom for holding water. Look at this dumbbell-shaped device. It almost has a flat, thin bottom, and the top is wider than the bottom. So it is definitely not a pot for holding water. These are not pots, they are dumbbell-shaped devices, and we don't know what they are. Look at this one. What is that? It's really strange, and it has some kind of grooves and patterns on it. Is it some type of an ancient device to drive animals away? Remember, at the top, you see the horsemen, and at the bottom, you usually see these foot soldiers fighting animals. This makes me think if these guys were using this device to repel animals. Interestingly, today, we use the same technology. Scientists have invented ultrasonic devices to drive away animals. You can buy this device and put it on your bike, and if a stray dog approaches you, it will sense that weird ultrasonic sound and run away from you. So my question is, did ancient Indians use something similar to drive animals away. Because wherever you see these devices, you don't see the animals. And wherever you see the animals, the guys are shown with katars and not these dumbbell-shaped devices. Now, let me show you this carving. What's going on here? There's a woman at the bottom and there's a guy on top. Is he giving her a head massage? It appears that the man is using some force and the woman seems relaxed. So maybe he's giving her a massage. But look at these legs here. This is just weird. I mean, why are the legs shown like this? Is he doing something else? What's happening? And look at this guy. Something is very strange about him. Look at his right hand. It's like a salute, but his hand is so twisted and his palm is on his forehead. The left hand is shown supporting the right hand. And look at his legs. Why is he having them crossed? What's the meaning of this carving? Let's try to decode this carving, okay? Very strange figure. It has the face of a horse, but it has the body of a human. On his lap, a beast, but it has the body of a strange figure. It has the face of a horse, but it has the body of a human. On his lap, a beautiful woman is seated. Now, how do we identify this figure? In his right hand, he has a chakra, and in his left hand, he has a conch or shanku. These two things indicate that he is Lord Vishnu. And this is his wife Lakshmi. You can see the lotus flower here. And this is his wife Lakshmi. You can see the lotus flower here. She is always shown sitting or standing on lotus flowers. And this confirms that she is, in fact, goddess Lakshmi. This avatar of Vishnu is called Hayagriva. Hayagriva in Sanskrit means the horse-necked being.
Hey player 1, do you think you're ready for this?
And if you're a Hindu, you may say, I know all the 10 avatars of Vishnu, and Hayagriva is not one of them. According to ancient texts, Vishnu has 24 avatars. Today, most Indians don't know this information, and most temples also do not show the 24 avatars. Most temples only show the 10 popular avatars, and the remaining 14 are almost never seen in carvings. But this temple is rare. It has all the 24 carvings. Look at this one. Who is this? You may be tempted to say this is the fire god Agni or the sun god Surya because of the flames around him. But no, this one again is a rare avatar of Vishnu. You can see his chakra and conch. What's the name of this avatar? This is called Yajna avatar. Yajna means sacrificial fire. It's very common to see these fire rituals in India. And this avatar is the personification of this sacrifice. I've not seen this avatar in any other temple before. And remember I showed you the rotating parts in the center of the temple and I called it the transformer temple? All these statues rotate, right? But did you notice this part? What is that? From the top view, it looks like this. Is that a head of an animal? And look on the four corners, you can see these carvings. What are they? They're legs. This is a turtle, and the entire square platform is sitting on top of the turtle's back. This turtle is one of the avatars of Vishnu called Kurma. And according to ancient texts, gods and demons churned the sea of milk and they used Mount Mandara as a churning rod. But at the bottom of the sea, they needed a firm base to support the churning rod. So Vishnu offered to help them and became a turtle. This is why he's firmly grasping the floor with his nails, because he cannot move a lot. And the symbolism and why there are so many moving parts in the temple become clear once you understand that this is the story of the churning of the sea of milk. But look at this one. What is that? Is that an ancient aliens kind of being? Or is it a monkey? His face looks more like that of a fox. Look at that band on his neck. Who is he and why is he sitting like that? Can you explain this? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I am Praveen Mohan. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll talk.